The best chili recipe you'll ever eat is right here. This classic chili recipe will give you chili for days, because boy, does it feed a crowd. This is my favorite chili recipe. It's a filling, flavorful, and foolproof recipe. And boy, it's delicious. I made this crock pot full of chili for tonight's church chili cook-off. So stay to the end of the video when we find out if the church crowd thinks this recipe is also the best. This is piping hot, not spicy, because one thing that makes this chili perfect and that kids love is that it's not a spicy chili. And yes, I know some people strive to have the spiciest chili out there. I strive to make mine so that the kids will eat it. One of my must-haves are crockpot liners, and I'll tell you where you can find that in the description below. The start of this recipe is 1.5 pounds of lean ground beef that are cooked. Make sure you drain it, and I've got the perfect tool to have fine ground beef, and I'm going to put that in the link down below too. You're going to love it too. Another thing that's hidden in here are the onions. The kids can't see any onions because they're little chopped up pieces, and so it's a great way to hide those onions. Add 1 cup of rehydrated onions. Add 2 minced garlic cloves. Add 796 mils or 28 fluid ounces of crushed tomatoes. Add 1 can of drained sliced mushrooms. There's a debate on the internet whether chili is to be made with beans or not. In my opinion, the great base for a chili is ground beef, tomatoes, and beans. I love the number of fiber that beans add to this dish, and I promise you won't regret adding them. So I add 2 cans of pork and molasses beans, and I think this is a special thing that makes them just taste a little bit on the sweet side. Next, I add rinsed and drained black beans and 1 can of tomato sauce. I didn't have tomato sauce, so I used pizza sauce. It works just the same. 1 tablespoon of chili powder. You can add 2 if you'd like it spicier. 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. 1 teaspoon of oregano are the only spices that I add. And then I also add 1 cup of freezer corn. I'm going to take a minute here and mix all those ingredients in together. And one thing I love about this is how colorful that chili is with the black beans and the yellow corn and the hamburger. All those things mixed in together. It's just a beautiful colored chili. Chili is an excellent meal prep idea because it will literally give you chili for days. This particular recipe serves 8 to 10 people, and you can easily double it and put it in the freezer for later. In my crock pot, I cook it for 4 hours on high. Otherwise, I would simmer it on the stovetop for 3 hours, stirring it occasionally. So here's a question for you. What do you like to put on your chili? Do you eat it plain? Do you need to put cheese on it? How about some sour cream? Or maybe you have to eat it with something like cornbread or buns or tortilla chips. Comment below on how you like to eat your chili. Now what this needs is some fresh cornbread. I did not win, but I have to admit I didn't even vote, so I don't know who else did. If you enjoyed this video, you'd probably really enjoy my video I did on how to freeze corn the right way. Now, corn was something we added to this recipe, and if you want to learn how you can freeze corn, just click on that video that comes up at the end here, because yes, there is a right way to do it so that it stays fresh. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to let me know by giving me a thumbs up or commenting in the comments below. Another thing you could do is share this video so that it gets more views, and I'd really appreciate that. Thanks to all my returning subscribers. You guys are the absolute best, and I love your support. If you haven't already subscribed, I'd love if you'd do that. Just click on the red subscribe button and then click on the little bell so you get notified when my new videos come out each and every week. Thanks and have a great week.